Here is Justin Gaethje. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. No longer the case. He is now the undisputed UFC lightweight champion, hailing from Safford, Arizona, now from Colorado, where he will take those championship belts back with him. The UFC Freedom 250 post show is presented to you by Superfile, where trust, control, and simplicity are your knockout punch against cyber crime. What a night. Welcome inside the green room of the White House at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Brendan Fitzgerald with the All-American Chris Weidman, Michael Bisping, and Dominick Cruz. Hall of Famers across the board. A Hall of Fame night in our sports legendary history. Chris, I'll start with you to describe what we just witnessed.
Oh my gosh, it's surreal this whole day. I mean, we're in the White House right now. We were eating lobster rolls. We're drinking coffee out of these very, very nice cups. Fine china and
coffee with a plate.
This is unbelievable. Listen, if you are an American, no offense,
none taken,
or you love the UFC, or both, this is a one-of-one event. It will never be topped. It was just so special. All the fights ended up in a finish. You couldn't have, asked for anything better.
This is the greatest night of fights of all time. And I don't think this will ever be topped. First of all, look at where we are, right? Our experience in this building here tonight has just been phenomenal. We're all like kids at Christmas. Then we've got the production, we've got the claw, we've got the ellipse, and then we had the fights, which were all just ridiculous. And then one of the best fights of the year in the main event, and then Justin Gaethje gets it done for America at the White House in an incredible fight.
The fireworks alone were more money than most of these shows that are going on anywhere else.
Yeah.
This was incredible to see all the Americanism that just took on in this event from beginning to end. And again, like Bisping said, to have America win it at the end and get the upset, most of all, 6-1 underdog. I've been an underdog. There's nothing better than people counting you out and then proving all the people wrong. Justin Gaethje is going to be floating out of here for the rest of the day.
We knew that history would be made. We just didn't know how. This was the first and only UFC event ever to feature every bout ending by KO or TKO. What a night. One more time, we're going to send it octagon side to our crew. John, Joe, DC, take it away, fellas.
Thank you, guys. We are still reeling, and I think just filled with gratitude after what we saw. I remember when we left the Sphere, and we were all just so thankful for that experience, and this is just completely next level.
This was that times 100. This is the greatest night in the history of combat sports. Greatest night in the history of MMA by far.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's ever going to top this until something does.
I don't think anything is ever going to top this, man. This was... I keep sitting back going, wow. Wow. Like literally just saying, wow. When you've seen so much in your life, to sit there going, wow, 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 after watching this. And all night we said, if there's a setting for an American fighter to just spring the greatest upset of, or we've seen in a long time, tonight's the night. I mean, on the 250th anniversary that the United States gained our independence and became a country, a guy went out there in Justin Gaethje and showed that American spirit that allowed him to become a world champion against a very tough champion in Ilia Topuria. I am just blown away, dude. Like, and we're at the White House. I was on the phone the other day. Somebody called me. I said, I'm rehearsing, bro. Let me call you back. I'm doing this White House thing. And I was like, I'm at the White House. Yeah. I hung up. Fuck off my phone.
Well, and when we think about Ilia Topuria, who was ubiquitously regarded with Islam Makhachev as 1 or 1A in terms of the pound-for-pound kings, going to be fascinating to watch this mixed martial arts athlete rebuild, because that was a destructive loss for him and his legacy.
Yeah, and who knows what kind of damage he took, because we could be looking at broken orbital bones.
Orbital looks, the way he swole up.
Yeah.
I'm no doctor. Right. I know we like to play doctor at times. We sometimes be saying diagnosis, but his eye, the way it was so black and blue and closed, I would not be surprised if it's an orbital.
We've seen a lot of broken orbital bones. We know what it looks like. That's what it looked like. It looked like that. And the shots that Justin was landing, and maybe even more impressive, what he endured.
Yeah.
Those rips to the body, those left hooks to the body were so nasty. He got hurt so bad. He almost got finished. Yeah. It looked like he was going to get triangled. It looked like he was going to get arm barred. It was over and over again. He was dominated on the ground. It looked bad. And for him to come back from that, it makes it all the more sweet. And for him to do this at the White House, there was something about him shadow boxing with the American flag wrapped around him when he was warming up.
Your heart's filled.
You couldn't script it any better.
No. Seeing him in the Oval champ before,
Hey,
I mean,
walking past all the presidents, the former presidents. And honestly, Ilia Topuria will look back and go, why didn't I let him up? Right? Because Justin was smart. He said, listen, I'm going to lay here for the end of this round. He's throwing submissions, burning energy when he was hurt so bad to the body. I don't even know if he could have stood back to his feet.
Hold on. What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he shouldn't have gotten.
Yeah.
A lot of referees would have stopped it.
The referee was awesome. Mark Goddard did an amazing job.
That's why he got the
inexperienced doctor.
ultimate assignment.
Yep.
Yes. MMA.
And how about the fact that they overrode a doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
That's exactly what it is. I talked to Mark about it. Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor.
Really?
It was a doctor. Yes. You got to let them fight.
Got to let them fight.
If they want to fight, you got to let them fight.
How about that knee at the end of the fourth round? Oh, my God.
Pull his arm back to tuck it, to cover it up. Oh, it was you couldn't have scripted any better. It was
insane. And then Cyril Gane.
Oh,
Cyril Gane's a bad dude,
man.
This
is such a problem.
Crazy.
I mean, you could go winner by winner. Bo Nichols, Sean O'Malley, all these guys had huge nights. Diego Lopez.
Yes, but when the consequences were so great, when it was on the line, Cyril Gane and Justin Gaethje just stole the show.
I mean, Cyril Gane was dancing. I never saw Cyril Gane dance. He was so comfortable.
Well,
he looked so comfortable coming out there. But
Tom Aspinall, right? I mean, Cyril Gane might be favored in the rematch with Tom Aspinall.
Well, based on the performance in the first round, other than the eye pokes were so unfortunate because he was tuning him up. He looked really good in that first round. Now, granted, Tom's a durable guy.
Yeah.
He's, he's more than capable of coming back in the second, third, fourth, and fifth. But in the first round, Cyril Gane was winning and winning well.
Yeah.
He was firing off that jab, but look, what he did tonight was epic. Look, Alex Pereira dared to dream. Cyril Gane's a legitimate heavyweight. He's not a guy that fought at 185 pounds. He's a legitimate heavyweight, and not just a legitimate heavyweight, one of the most mobile, agile, and athletic heavyweights we've ever seen with elite striking skills.
All right, we're going to send it back to the fellas who are going to take us home, but I just want to say, we are so grateful to be a part of the best live event production team in television, and this was a huge undertaking. Such an amazing execution. The one uncontrollable was the weather, and it held up. But to Craig Borsari and Zach and Lappy and April and the entire team, our stage manager, Niner, we love you guys. We couldn't do it without you. AG, everybody else, of course. Thank you, Fitzy.
Yes, everybody.
They didn't sleep, guys. They slept for about 24 hours in the last month.
You guys are heroes.
Fitzy, take it away. We love you guys.